Welcome to the Soon Podcast. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Soon Podcast. I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Amanda Lynn, and we are two sisters living two very different lives where we come together once a week to talk about all things health, wellness, lifestyle, and curation.
Amen.
Today is a big day. As we all know, we are in full swing of the fall season, and winter is almost among us, like the days are just flying. So, we're going to talk about the anatomy of a well-styled life, fall and winter edition. As you head into different seasons, as we're heading into the colder seasons, I know things get a little drab, they get a little dreary, and we are here to make sure that that doesn't happen to you, and we can just make the best of this new season, new change.
That sounds amazing. I have no idea what you're going to talk about
Okay.
in this, but it sounds lovely.
Okay.
I love
Well,
anything with anatomy.
I know I'm being very wellnessy today. I'm
Are
doing that
you?
because Alyssa didn't prepare anything for this pod.
No, I said I've been bringing the heat, and I think it's time to give the people some lifestyle information.
Yes, and the lifestyle information will be given.
Well, first, I want to ask how you're doing. What's new?
I am doing good. I am, still without wedding ring, so that's fun, keeping them on their toes.
Single
And
and ready to mingle.
watch out, Omar. No, we're good. We're very excited. I have been in the works of finishing up my get ready room restyling, and I have to say it's starting to look very cute. And I didn't realize how much I needed more organization and how much anxiety it was giving me every morning to like open up my makeup drawers and it be like scatter. And now that it's organized, I have like a peace and a calmness among me. So that's almost like what triggered this wellness pod that I'm going to bring to you today.
I even remember I think it was like 2 years ago, but you were in the other house and I organized all of your products.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it
was like, I
really
can't handle this.
helped me. I don't I hate being like, I get sent stuff, but I get sent a lot of random like makeup products, which is amazing, but then I don't have anywhere to put them. And so then I just have boxes and I'll like throw them in drawers and like shove them in random nooks and crannies. And then I just start to get so overwhelmed. So I found a really big desk on Facebook Marketplace, my saving grace. I love that place more than anything in the world. And I went to town on Sunday and she is now an organized queen. And I will just say, organize your stuff, you guys. It will change your life.
Okay, I've also been struggling with some organization stuff. Like, we still have
Hmm.
two closets that I feel like since the move, we've just been kind of shoving shit in them and not
Yeah.
organizing the stuff. But one of my good friends is a photographer, and it was so crazy. She reached out and she's like, "Hey, your house is so beautiful." I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." And she said, "Can I do a lifestyle photo shoot there?" And the girl is a organizer, so she would do a trade.
Oh God, that is amazing. My dream.
You had an organizer do a swap with you, right?
Yes, and it was also fantastic. Like she went through all my stuff and was like, "Why are you she is like so intense, which is what I need." She's like, "Why are you keeping this?" And I was like, "It's cute." I don't know. But I highly recommend having an organizer too cuz they will kick your tush.
I know, but I'm just like, "Oh my God, I can only pick one area. Maybe I'll have to end up paying her."
Yeah, you
We'll
should.
see.
I feel like it'll be good and it'll help you. I also have a note on your beautiful house. Alyssa invited one of our like family friends. It's actually one of my cousin's best friends. We're just like friends by
Mm.
proxy. Proxy.
Mhm.
Where we just get to reap the benefits. But she invited her over, and I didn't know that she was going to Alyssa's house, and she posted a story, and I was like, "Jesus, my god, she's in a beautiful house." And then I was like, "You fucking bitch, you're in my sister's house." I was like, "Oh my god."
Are you
No,
serious?
I'm not even kidding. I told Omar, I was like, "Wow, this girl's in such a cute house." And then I was like, "That's my
That's
sister's."
crazy. I know.
Yeah.
I pinch myself all the time. I'm just so happy too because I've never seen a house like renovated like this. Most houses renovated are so flippy. And this one
Yeah.
was
Like,
technically a
much care.
flip, but they like added archways and everything is so warm and all of the, knobs and everything are such thoughtful colors and the
Yeah.
lightings. I don't know. I love it and I'm lucky.
Yeah. Well, that's enough about you. So let's dive right in to this podcast and start telling the girlies what they need to be working on for fall.
Okay. I can't wait to hear what you've come up with because your news was insane, which by the way, you guys, I was wrong.
Alyssa was wrong and ruined my story, okay? Because you called me out for not having my facts straight, but then you actually had the facts even less straight and my facts were correct. And like, you know, people aren't going to listen to this podcast if they can't trust us.
You guys, it is so weird. I thought there was a Crazy Rich Asians too. In my core, it felt like I had a dream where I saw like a preview for the second movie and like really wanted to watch it. So it's just so weird. I'm like, wow,
Well,
I had a
there's not.
moment.
So there was talks of one, so maybe you heard the talks, because if you didn't disrupt my news from last week where I said there have been talks of a sequel and they decided to not move forward with it, then you probably would have said, "Oh, that's probably where my dream came from. It was from the talks." But that's fine. We live and we learn, and now you know to just trust whatever I say. Starting with styling your mindset before your outfit. Okay. I
Oh,
I am going I've told everyone, okay, let me just give you like a quick recap because I've told you, I've been leading up to this for the last couple of months. I hope everyone has really been paying attention, but I have been low key on my wellness cute girl like soft game, cute girl soft game, wellness.
okay.
And
I thought it's been 1 month.
yeah, it's been one solid month of working out 3 times a week, and she is feeling very wellnessy. So that is my core for fall and winter. And I feel like all of these little guidelines that I'm going to go through will just help everyone live their best life in a very like simple and chic way. So I'm going to go through what's been really helping me now that it's getting dark out at 6 p.m. It just times are changing. So
Hold
we're
on
going to,
again. Hold
what?
on again. You are complaining about it getting darker out at 6 p.m. Arizona is the only state that does not have daylight savings. So you're complaining about that, but
I
all
don't
of
care.
us got 1 hour taken away from us. So it gets dark at 5 p.m. now here.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to all of those who get dark at 5 p.m. I think that everyone listening to this podcast would have caught my drift and been like, "Oh, it actually gets dark for me at 5." But like she's not the fucking time zone clock coordinator, so she's going to say where she lives, right? Like that's usually how it works. So,
I don't know what you just said, but I understand as the winter months approach, whether you have daylight savings or not, it does get darker earlier. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
it's true. So, let's talk about what we are going to do to start the day with a healthy and happy and cozy mindset. We are going to be styling our mindset before we style our outfits. Okay.
Yes. What does that mean? What are you telling us?
So we want to start the day in a cozy and healthy setting. So for these months, we are not going to be going, rolling off of our bed and going straight into screen time. It is so bad for us. It is so bad for our mental health and just our overall start of our day. We need to be waking up, open up your little blinders, open your windows, get some fresh air. And we're going to be starting with a quick morning stretch. Do with that what works for you. I usually like to start with a roll down. So, how they start us off in Pilates, where we roll down and really just take account of our body, like one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way down. I like to give my neck a little roll out, a little shake, then a big back stretch. My stretching is probably a lot less intense than Alyssa's stretching, but I like to make, this work for me. So I'm doing a quick stretch as I get out of bed.
Wow.
What are you doing when you get out of bed?
I love that idea, and I actually stopped sleeping with my phone in the bedroom because I will inevitably wake up and scroll. I will go to bed and scroll. But recently I have been struggling with anxiety, and so I do like half I need to have my nighttime meditation. So that's been like shitty. I'm so excited to get back to sleeping well and like not being anxious. I know it's temporary, but sometimes I just go in spurts.
Totally.
And yes, so right now my phone is in my room, and so I do wake up and I scroll, but that is my number one tip is if you can pass out like you, Amanda, like you just go to sleep, then don't even sleep with your phone in the room. What is the point, you know?
Well, I don't have an alarm clock, so I need to have my phone to wake up for work, but
Get a damn alarm clock.
I get where you're coming from. So that is a good start to your day. One of my other biggest stressors for this season, and honestly for all seasons, is manage your time in the morning. I feel like we always wake up, we spend a little too much time scrolling. Maybe we want to nurse our coffee for a little bit longer. It's cold outside. We want to be snuggled under a blanket. We don't want to get ready for work. I get it. Leave yourself a little bit of extra time. We want to have these slow, cozy mornings. Maybe you have a fireplace. Maybe you want your warm coffee. You're snuggled up in your cozy blanket with your blanket warmer on. Give yourself, an extra 20 minutes so you can really embellish on your mornings and you're not racing around the house trying to get ready. And that is my biggest stress for morning times for this season. I've been doing that. I've been waking up 20 minutes earlier, and it has truly been such a game changer for my daily routine and my mental health.
I actually tell my clients that too, if they can. I am not a morning person,
No, she's
so
not.
telling me to wake up earlier is just not a good idea. But when
No.
I was prepping for the triathlon, inevitably I had to start waking up earlier because the day of the race we had to wake up at 4 a.m. So I didn't want it to just be super jarring. So I slowly was waking up earlier and earlier. And it really does make such a huge difference for your day.
Right.
But for my clients with kids, this is such a game changer. Waking up 20 minutes before normal or before the kids wake up, and they can have those quiet mornings, even just for that 10, 15 minutes. It's like night and day for them. It's really starting it off on a good foot.
Yeah.
And recently I did pull out a journal because of my anxiety. I have asked for a million journals throughout the years, and one of them was the 5-minute meditation journal or whatever, if you've
Oh,
seen
love that
that.
one. Yeah, people
Yeah.
buy it.
Or 5-minute gratitude. I don't know what it is, but basically it says like three things. What is going to make today a good day? What is your mantra for the day? Blah, blah, blah. And it has been so helpful, and it just feels so much better in the morning than scrolling. It's kind of crazy. We are
Yeah.
addicted to our devices. So it's not easy, you guys, but it is so worth it. Have you actually tried to not scroll in the morning?
Not scrolling in the morning is the hardest part because I have my alarm on my phone, so I'm already holding it in my hand. And then
Yes.
if I'm sleepy, I'm like, "Oh, let me just like pop open an app so that way, I'll wake up." But one big thing that I've been implementing, I started it this week and it has been tough, but it's been very helpful not doing it because I've been so much more productive is I have not been scrolling on TikTok. I'm taking TikTok
Mm.
away. I'm posting on TikTok, but I found that it wasn't very good for my mental health to post and scroll because then it creates that imbalance of like never feeling good enough or, never having content that makes me feel like me. So I decided I'm no longer going to be scrolling and comparing. I'm just going to be scheduling all of my posts. And I've been doing that this week and I feel so much better. So that's a big thing for me.
But now that you're telling people to not scroll on their phones, are you gonna try to not?
Yeah, I've been working on not scrolling on my phone. That's why I just said it was the hardest part, you know? That's something
Oh,
we can all do together as a society.
it's true. It's true. Like, let's wake up, get our morning sunlight, which is so good for your circadian rhythm, your cortisol, and take some deep breaths, do your little stretch for 1 minute, and then go make your coffee, have your little snack because you never want to have coffee on an empty stomach because that'll increase your cortisol.
I do that every morning and I love it and I cherish it. And I'll never eat before my coffee for right now
All
because
you have to do, all you have to do, Mandy, is eat a couple nuts. That's it. Just anything to help blunt that cortisol rise because
okay,
otherwise you're starting off your day in that anxious state. Like plain coffee, it's going to give you the jitters. It's going to spike your blood sugar because you're not drinking it black. And so you do need a little bit of that protein and fat to help blunt that, but that's just my little 2 cents. But
okay.
I think that's literally going to be such a game changer for you and everybody else.
I agree. So, okay, the next couple of steps, these are just ones that genuinely make me feel very happy and very excited for the season. But it's the small luxuries, the ones that aren't crazy expensive, but you bring them out or you invest in them for the season and they make you excited. So, everyone knows from when I did my wellness workout situation where I suggested buying a workout set because it makes you excited to work out. Same thing. I strongly recommend investing in
A robe.
a robe. That is exactly what I was going to say, you little devil.
I
So,
knew it.
Alyssa and I are very big robe girlies, and we cannot stress it enough how wonderful it is. I will put it like we have a little stool at the foot of our bed, and I'll lay it there so that way when I wake up in the morning and I'm so cold, I can put it on and bundle up and it makes your morning routine. It's one of those little luxuries that it doesn't have to be crazy. It could be from Target. I mean, I love a nice robe, but you can get
Okay, tell me where you love your robe from, and I will tell you the best hack that I just learned that's been going around.
what's the robe? It was your robe. It's gray and waffle and plush. I think
Brooklinen.
yeah, that's my favorite robe.
Yes. So, and then I have the terry cloth Brooklinen that's striped, and I got it on sale. Now,
Oh,
here is the hack. IKEA is making the cutest Brooklinen dupe, you
okay.
guys. It's so cute. I literally thought it was Brooklinen when I saw it. So, we
Okay.
must post.
Hacks from Alyssa. Thank you. Another little quality investment that I love for the seasons are seasonal mugs. I'm a very big seasonal mug girly. I just put away my Halloween mug and I'm taking out my Thanksgiving mug, little turkey, and it makes it fun for the season. And I think that that is something that we don't stress enough is just like the little joys that you can bring to your day-to-day routine that can just start your morning with a happy note. I had a spoon that I bought when I was with Alyssa. What did it say? Oh my god, what did it
It was
say?
something like anti-anxiety.
Yeah, it was like an affirmation spoon. It said like not seize the day, but essentially something of the sort. Like it was like it said today is going to be a good day. And I always stirred my coffee with that spoon. Guess what I did? I fucking broke it the other day and I've been devastated ever since because I can't find it anywhere. And so, seasonal mug, and of course, hand in hand, get yourself a seasonal creamer for your coffee. Like, fucking do it. It makes your coffee so much more fun. Sprinkle a little cinnamon on top. Have a little fun with your morning routine.
Mm.
Okay? Just do it. Don't you
You
agree?
guys, yes, a clean brand that I can recommend is Nut Pods, and they've come out with some yummy holiday seasonal creamers. So they just came out with the candy corn for last season and I loved it. I love candy corn. And now I'm on pistachio and it's really good. I don't know if that's technically like seasonal, but I'm sure they'll come out. I think they came out with the gingerbread and they're really good. They have a bunch that don't have added sugars. So you can like add your own honey or whatever. I do use the added sugar one because I love it.
You like a little sugar. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you have any other tips for a morning routine from your wellness side that you would like to recommend to this?
Yeah, I think I kind of talked about it earlier, but something that we really drill into our clients is getting 20 minutes of sunlight first thing in the morning. So we love like opening up your blinds, actually like sitting outside and having your coffee in the sunshine with no sun protection on, like the UV's low, guys, but this is how you're going to get a good little spurt of vitamin D in the morning. You're also going to really wake up your body. Your cortisol and your wake cycle through your circadian rhythm is going to thank you and it's just going to help you not be as groggy in the morning and set yourself up for success.
I love it. That's
You
perfect.
always have your coffee in the morning outside.
I do. I always have it outside. I haven't been outside as much this season because our mosquitoes have been off the charts and I just can't risk it. But I do cherish a morning coffee outside. Now I just open up my windows and I open up my doors and I like let the air in, which is so nice. But cherish your morning coffee, you guys. It's the biggest tip. Okay. Next up, what we're wearing. So we are layering what we're putting on and what we're letting in to our lives right now. Okay.
Look at me layering. I didn't even know you were
I
going to
know you
say
are
that.
layering. I was layered earlier, but it gets really hot in here. So I had to take my sweater off. Okay, so we are looking at fall fashion as an entire mood this season. So, of course, we are doing our layers. We are loving life. If you need any tips for fall fashion, always DM me, or you can look at our fall fashion post that we did, which was so cute, if I do say so myself. But we are really embracing the cozy season in a sense of fashion, but also in a sense of self. So we are not going to be pushing the boundaries of going outside of what makes us comfortable. So we've said this time and time again, but every season is different. Every season, your body changes a little bit. And we do not stand here at the Soon podcast for you to try and force yourself into something that you don't feel comfortable or confident in. So if all of your jeans from last year don't fit this year, then it's time to invest in some new jeans or, we're going to go thrifting. We're also very much embracing the cozy, baggy season of this year where we can just feel cozy and confident and cool and not push the boundaries and make sure that we are really embracing ourselves.
Yes, I love that, and coziness is everything. I
Yeah.
actually want new sweats for Christmas or my birthday. Like,
Yes.
I feel like my sweats are raggedy, and I think I thought that sweats were gonna be temporary, but it turns out they've been going on for years now, and I'm gonna be a mom, hopefully, soon. So I'm just gonna be living in sweats, and so I just want some really nice quality sweats. So which ones do you recommend? Do you recommend the joggers? Do you recommend the wide leg? Do you recommend the cropped leg? Like, there's so many options, and I'm like, I don't know what to put on my Christmas list.
I'm not a cropped girly. I will tell you what I recommend the most. So I love Abercrombie for sweats. I have this sweatsuit jumpsuit from them that I wear pretty much every single day of my entire life. Because I brought it to Tahoe and also was like, you need to wash that. It's disgusting. Abercrombie has the best, coziest sweats, and it's nice because sweatsuits can get so expensive for absolutely no reason. And I feel like theirs are really affordable, and the quality of them is chef's kiss. Another sweatsuit brand that I love so much is Mad Happy. They are much more expensive, but I just think that their designs are so sick. And I think that those are the sweatsuits that like, it's the cool girl fit that you're like, you'll see that sweatsuit and be like, she looks so cool. Like, that's a cool sweatsuit. Another one that I love so much is from Aloe. I know that theirs are also expensive, but again, with the quality, it is there for me. Like their sweatsuits are so comfy, so cozy, so chic, like well tailored. So it looks like you're put together. That's one that I wear on the plane like all the time. I personally,
Yeah, that's my one thing is I don't want it to look like I'm wearing Paul's sweats.
yeah, totally.
So that's like tough.
No, it is tough. And I feel like you really have to find one that fits your body proportionately. Otherwise, it will look like you're wearing someone else's sweats, which we're not going for this season. I personally, when you're asking about the legs, I like a wide leg or a straight leg. I am semi jogger girly. It really depends on the fit, and I'm not a crop ever.
Okay, well, that's good to know because I kind of was feeling the crop, which is totally me,
And
because
I
all I
get
do
it.
is wear Birkenstocks and socks, and so I feel like it's fun to show that.
That's
I don't
fine.
know. We'll
It
see.
we're really embracing our own style this season. So if you're feeling the crop, get the crop, you know?
But I wanna look hot.
Yeah, then I wouldn't get the crop. I would go for a straight leg.
You don't have an Aritzia near you.
We're opening one. They're about to open one. I
Wow.
know.
I I know, because all I'm seeing online is, like, the Aritzia, and we have one near us, and then Lululemon has some too that look nice. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe we'll do an in-depth sweat guide.
Everyone tell us your favorite sweats.
Yeah, let's go from there. So, last up on layering and what we are going to be putting on, I highly recommend a signature scent for every season. This is just one of
Oof.
my favorite little niches. And I was never a perfume girly growing up. I hated it. I thought it was so silly. And now I'm such a perfume girly. So, 2 scents that I'm very much vibing with right now are the YSL Libre, which is like more of a smoky, sexy, perfect for fall. Like if you're going out, I'm putting this on. Okay. And then the other scent that I live and breathe for, this is one that I'll put on if I'm home and I just want to smell good and be cozy. It's like a dense, very sweet, but also kind of smoky. It's called Afternoon Delight by Mason Margiela, and that is like my all-time favorite scent, but it also kind of makes you smell like a cookie, so, pick and choose what your vibe is, but that is very much my vibe.
I am obsessed with the Maison, is it Maison Margiela?
I say
Maison?
Mason, but I'm sure it's Maison.
I'm obsessed with their Fireside scent and their Jazz Club scent for the winter
So
months.
good.
Oh,
It's
but
so
you guys,
good.
if you want to be a clean girly, then I think it's called Fleur, like PHLUR. They have a cashmere skin perfume, and it's
Okay.
clean and it smells so good and wintry for these months.
We I love Fleur.
Which one?
I didn't know that they were a clean company.
There's definitely cleaner, but it is technically a clean scent.
I have their vanilla skin and it is stunning. It's stunning. It is so potent and it really makes you smell good for the entire day. I can't recommend it enough. I'm obsessed with them. That's so cute. Wow, I really am wellnessy.
Oh my gosh, here was the other one, is Vanilla Smoke
Ooh,
by
very
Fleur.
cheap.
Very wintry chic.
Very winter chic. I love. Okay. So, next up for fall is your environment. We are going to be styling the space around us to feel cozy, not cluttered. So this goes hand in hand with what we were saying earlier. I feel like everyone ties in cleaning and organization to spring, but I truly can't recommend it enough for fall as well because we're about to head into the holidays. You're going to be getting gifts, you're going to be buying decor, you're going to be doing all of the things that are going to overload your home, your space, and also your mindset. Fall is the perfect time to declutter, make space for what you know you're going to be getting more of. You know, you're getting holiday decor, make space for that. If you know on your Christmas list you are asking for nothing but clothes, time to clean out your closet. Let's think proactively so that way we can set ourselves up for a positive mindset and a positive atmosphere for the rest of the year. And it won't make the beginning of the new year feel so anxiety ridden. Like you have so many things to do. I can't recommend it enough. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really good at this, honestly. My things that I need to clean out or organize, it's adding up. And so, yeah, that's definitely something we are planning to do that with our garage now that it's less hot out. So, I think that'll get the ball rolling. I honestly think we're just waiting to get pregnant because we're like,
Yeah.
once we get pregnant, we have to like make a baby room. And so we'll have to clean out that
Yes.
room. And I'm like, now that it's still not happening, it's like things are just piling up and we just need to do these things.
It's true, and I really think just chip away at it one room at a time. I think that that's the best and most efficient way to tackle any sort of an organization project.
Mhm.
If you look at it as a whole, you're just going to get anxious and it'll stress you out and you won't even try to conquer it. But if you start with little pieces at a time, maybe it's a corner, maybe it's a shelf, maybe it's your closet, start with that and go from there. I usually like to have an organizing day because once I'm in the mindset of organizing, it's hard for me to stop. And that's what I like to do. That's how I like to tackle it.
Wow.
I truly think that creating a cozy home is the start of a cozy mind, and you want them to go hand in hand. And we said this is our cozy season, this is where we're winding down. So take it one step at a time and enjoy yourself and enjoy your space. Um,
Beautiful.
thank you. I know. Okay, so the last little piece is just we are going to be feeling like the main characters. The main characters. What am I saying? We are still going to be bringing main character energy even in the slower seasons. And I cannot recommend everything that I said above. If you have any questions for us, please don't hesitate to reach out, whether it's on the fashion or the home decor or on the wellness and the health side. We are your girls and we're here to help and here to give you the best fall ever.
It's very true. And the next episode I'm so excited for, but we are going to be talking all things Black Friday. And I am just making my list because this is what I live for. Everyone knows that I make a list throughout the whole freaking year.
She does it.
And I basically wait until Black Friday to buy all of these things. So I'm so excited.
Alyssa has a Pinterest board called Gifts for Me. Like, how insane. And she will add to it throughout the year and share it with the entire family. So that way we know exactly what she wants for the holidays. And if we stray from the list, you know, like if she puts a wellness book on there and we get her a different wellness book, she'll be like, what happened to the one on my Pinterest board? And I'm like,
No, but I did create this list to send out because that way you guys can also use it for Black Friday. Like, I think it's so
yeah,
dumb
yeah,
that I know what I want and you guys have to buy it at full price. So, like, but then I want too much. And so then the things that I don't get, I'm like, now what? I'm supposed to just buy all this shit?
yeah, that's kind of how it works, but I'm very
It's
excited
tough.
to hear your list. I can't wait to curate my list, and that is all that I had for this episode.
Yes, it's a shorter episode. Amanda's going to a dinner. She's leaving us.
Alyssa
Um,
also postponed this by 15 minutes, so we would have had another 15 minutes to chat, but she was too busy in the car with her husband.
okay, I will say, I'll give you a little rundown. We have a friend, Paul's friend is staying with us. Um, and he's here and Paul's at work now. And
Okay.
like the next few days, it's just gonna be me and John hanging out at night. And but guess what he's watching?
What? Love
Love
Island?
is Blind.
Love is Blind. Close enough.
So I'm like, we're gonna get along just fine.
You guys are gonna have a blast. I'm excited for you. I just want everyone to know really quick who Alyssa is at her core as a person. I was on the phone with her before we got on this podcast, and I thought that it was an exclusive call between myself and my sister. I did think Paul could probably hear, but I also don't care. And I like to make phone calls on the bathroom. Like it's my downtime. So I'm going to the bathroom. I didn't tell them that, obviously. But then I had to flush the toilet because I have things to do. So I flush the toilet and I say, "Sorry, I was going to the bathroom." Hee hee. And Alyssa goes, "You're on speaker and I have a guest in the car."
I'm like, Paul's
I
friend
was
is
like,
here.
"Alyssa, what one, you let me have an entire conversation with you on speaker without the knowledge that there's a third person involved, which is an atrocious thing to do. And
I
then
love it.
you let me say something, low key, honestly disgusting, and it's very upsetting. So, that's
You
all.
should think twice.
Yeah, next time I just won't talk to my sister. Anyways, that's all for this episode, you guys. And we love you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon.